All right, Brigitte Gabriel, I got to ask you this. The peace deal that's been signed between the UAE, Bahrain, and Israel. You know, we had the Iran nuclear deal. The Democrats told us that the only way to have peace in the Middle East is to pretty much let Iran do whatever it wants. They also want the two-state solution. But what Trump has done masterfully is he's building a coalition of Islamic nations that are willing to join in with Israel. That means now the Palestinians, if they keep bombing, they're bombing an ally of these Muslim nations. Give me your reaction.
He has done something so unbelievably historic that presidents in the United States, starting in the 50s, have been trying to do, and that is solve and bring peace to the Middle East. And President Trump was able to do what no other president in almost 70 years has been able to do in the Middle East. Last night, yesterday, the geography, the dynamic of the Middle East has changed. We are moving towards peace, and that started when he became a president, immediately when he flew to Saudi Arabia. And he gathered leaders of 50 Islamic countries, and he said, we are in this together to fight and stand up against terrorism and bring peace in our lifetime. They trusted him, they respected him, they knew he was a man of his word, and they knew he was a man's man, not a coward who sends cash to Iran under the cover of the night, but a man who's willing to stand beside them, and he's a man of strength. And that's why they came to the table, and that's why they signed the peace deal. Right now, what President Trump has done, he has brought the peace bloc, the bloc of peace, which is Jordan, Egypt, Oman, Bahrain, United Arab Emirates. We believe Kuwait is going to be the next nation to sign, and other nations are going to sign, and maybe Saudi Arabia down the road. He brought the peace bloc against the terrorist bloc, Iran, Syria, Turkey, and the Palestinian terrorists. It was dynamic. It was genius. The whole Arab world is exploding with joy, except for the Palestinians, the Iranians, and the radical Islamists.
Remember, Barack Obama got the Nobel Peace Prize for nothing. Get the popcorn out as the talk of Trump being nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize ramps up, because our media is going to have a complete meltdown.
Meltdown. Exactly, a total meltdown. But what he did is so unbelievably amazing. He deserves not one, but multiple Nobel Prizes. He has done what many people dreamed of, but could never accomplish. No Republican president and no Democratic president before President Trump has been able to do the deal that he did. But it took an outsider. It took not a politician, but a businessman and somebody who understands how to negotiate and sign a contract and make a deal to make this happen. And that's a lesson to Americans, and this is a lesson to world governments. You need to start getting away from politicians who lie through their teeth to advance their own personal advancement and cause instead of their nations. What President Trump did as a businessman is he worked for solutions that will make the world a better place and advance everybody, not just himself.
All right, thank you, Brigitte, for jumping on to talk about this.
Thank you for having me.